The Next Level with Lorne Goldenberg.
Hi, I'm Lorne Goldenberg of the Athletic Conditioning Center in Ottawa, and this is The Next Level. Today we're going to talk about standing bar presses. And somebody would want to know, why would you want to stand while you're doing a bar press? Because when we look at pressing movements, most of the time when you're in a gym, you see guys lying on their back, bench pressing movements. You hear about, say, National Football League players trying to work their 225-pound bench press routine. And sometimes even in hockey, there's still teams that are testing bench press strength. My question has always been, why would you ever want to lie down? Because you never see a player lying down and pressing another player off them when they're on the ice. The good thing about landmine or bar presses is that it takes a lot of stress off the shoulder, because when you're lying down on a bench press and you start loading up the shoulder in that movement, it puts a lot of shear on the shoulder. And your shoulder is only meant to take so much force, and then you start damaging tendons, ligaments, developing bursitis. That's why you hear about a lot of people with shoulder problems directly related to bench pressing. And I can tell you, when I started working with Daniel Briere, he had a lot of shoulder problems because he had followed a lot of different bench pressing routines throughout his career. And when I stopped him from doing any kind of bench pressing, we went to the standing bar press, his shoulder problems disappeared in conjunction with a lot of the shoulder rehab work we were doing. But the standing bar press will take pressure off your shoulder, and it's much more functional because we're in a standing position. So I'm going to ask Dean Shepherdson, goalie from the Ottawa Junior Senators, to come in again to demonstrate this movement. Before we start, we want to make sure that you're in a really good athletic stance. We don't want to be standing straight up, kind of like a toothpick or a pencil. We want to be in a good athletic position, similar to what you'd be on the ice. Hips back, knees bent, flexed over your shoulders flexed over your knees. He's going to hold that, and he's going to press his arm out, coming back in control and pressing out. The good thing about this exercise, because we're only working one arm at a time, is we get to work that static stability through the core, which is an auxiliary benefit to this exercise, helping the main movers being the anterior deltoid, the chest, and the tricep. Let's do a few more reps. From this position, once we have developed a good base of strength with controlled movements, once you've gone through a proper cycle, you can be explosive and start pressing the weight a lot faster and using your hips to get into the exercise. One more. So by using the landmine press, you can take a lot of stress off your shoulder. You can still develop great upper body strength that will transfer into becoming a lot more functional in how you're supposed to be performing on the ice. I'm Lorne Goldenberg, and the standing landmine bar press is your way to the next level.